All right, peace, peace, peace. First and foremost, man. Hopefully, the Most High in your house shall bless you all day. By His mercies, we aren't consumed. We're alive, and the Most High in your house shall body too naturally alive, man. My bad. I kind of came off like a little robotic and with that I was like first and foremost, but my bad. Yeah, because I came off like a little robotic a little bit. I was like, first and foremost, hopefully the Most High in your house shall bless you. Like I was reading from a teleprompter, but anyway, man, that's me being silly. But yeah, hopefully Most High in your house shall bless you all day. By His mercy, you aren't consumed. We're alive in the Most High in your house as body, spiritually. We're alive. And we're naturally alive as well, man. Another day, Most High in your house shall, man. By His mercy, you aren't consumed, man. But yeah, man, I just want to get into this, man, because actually the other day the verse, what you call 'em was verse of the day was in First Thessalonians 5:16, and it said, and it goes into our rejoicing at all times, man. Kind of like that gospel song by Byron Cage, me, I'll bless the Lord at all times, man. And we're gonna look at this, man, how we supposed to rejoice, and that's why being alive in the Most High in your house, y'all, no matter what, we gotta be because like Sirach 2 says, Ecclesiastes says, take cheerfully what's brought upon thee, man, even if it's affliction, trials, and tribulations, man. Now, it's easier said than done, man, but like we always talk about it, for a betterment, man. But we are with this walk, man, with the Most High in your house, shine this walk, man, and honestly, man, you gotta be like what Nas said one time, about the rap game, about rapping, hip hop, man. He said, man, I love rap, man, no matter what's going on. I love rap and hip hop, man, no matter what's going on. And that's how we gotta be about, about the word, man. Love the Most High in your house, shine this word, no matter what's going on. It don't matter how much, what's going on in the wickedness in the world, all throughout the four corners of the earth, the governments, the evil rulers, or even spirit, even that aside, even the natural earthly things as well. Well, no matter what temptations or enticement Satan tries to throw at you, or things of that nature. That's where that Romans 8 kicks in, honestly. That Job says, man, he said, man, I'm even trying, man, shoot, I'm trying to reach to that point, man, honestly, where you love, Job 23 says, I love this word more than even food, man, or natural food that I eat. Let's grab that real quick, Job 23. Man, because that's what it is about rejoicing, no matter what's going on, or no matter what bad teaching is what no matter what, who in the spiritual fear is doing it, whether it's what's in the knowledge, what camp, congregation, assembly, what they're teaching, or the Christian church, the Catholic, the popes, the Baptists, Pentecostal, the Mormons, even other stuff, man, the chemist stuff, the Scientology, the Moorish temple, or Islam, or what's that, Buddhism, the Bhagavad Gita, whatever, man, all that other stuff, man. You gotta love the Most High in your house, regardless, man, whatever stuff is going on, pretty much. And that's what we trying to go into. But let's get to Job 23, because I gotta get ready to go. Yeah, I wanted to do another one, but it's all good. I want to do another video today, but I gotta go. It says, Job 23, verse 12. It says, neither have I gone back from the commandment of his lips. I have esteemed the words of his mouth more than my necessary food. Exactly, man. That lines up with that. That's why Yahushua, when Satan tempted him, man, when the word was in him, man, that the spirit and the word was in him, man. The power they had from the Father, the word was in him, man, because he was a living embodiment of this, man, because we know he comes in the volume of the book. But that's why even that's why when people sympathize and stuff like that with Esau, man, that's why he gets none, honestly, man, because Yahushua was in the worst state. He fasted for 40 days, man. Have you, even brothers and sisters inside this word, even people outside the word, man, fast for a long period of time? Yeah, man, it gives you that self-denial and that spiritual, you reach a high level version of yourself, man, honestly. But even with that, man, but even around a certain time, man, the body's like Yahushua said, the flesh is weak, but the spirit is willing, man. But even natural state, man, you're gonna be oh my gosh, 40 days. But but even with that though, the word was in him, man. So Yahushua desired the word of his Father, more than more than that, man. But that's another thing. That's another aspect of how Satan did that. He was trying to stop the word, or it's a lot of story, but it's a lot of aspects of that Matthew 4, which you touched on in the past. But yeah, man. But let's grab Thessalonians real quick, man. First Thessalonians chapter 5 verse 16. It says, rejoice evermore. Exactly, man. So it says rejoice evermore, man. So let's get Philippians, man, because this is what, like, kind of what we talked about with the with, like, but the bad teaching words, because you know what it is too, because that's what I know is in the knowledge or whatnot, even the spiritual faith, it doesn't matter, like, you know, the Most High house shall deal with that if this is the person or party or whatever is sincere or not, man, because even if they're not, it doesn't matter. The word of Most High house shall is getting out, man. It might be, it's bad. No, this is pros and cons, because bad teaching is really bad, or in the bad word is really bad word for, especially for the people, like, you know, because, you know, well, a lot of times with bad, like, teaching and bad, like the brother sent me first one said, man, they won't blame the teacher per se, or the person or party or organization or assembly or church or camp. They're going to blame the word, the Most High Yahushua, man. So, you know, that's you know, that's is what it is. It's not the word's fault. It's that person or that party's fault. But that's neither here nor there. But at the same time, too, there's a nuance to it as well, that the word is being preached, man. Like, you know, the name of the Most High House is getting preached, man. So it doesn't even matter, just because a lot of times too, out coming in the word, man, people always worried about, like, one, you gotta be mindful and watch what you say, man. Or I think this person's an agent, or this person is this and that. Like, one, you don't know that, you need proof of that, and two, like, you know, you don't know who you gotta be mindful of what you say. You need proof of that, and two, you don't know if the Most High House really heavily deal with that, like, you know, person or not, man. Like, you know, because even if it's bad, they might be had bad teaching for a while, but then the Most High House brings them to the testimony and witness, the gospel, new covenant, things of that nature too. But that's not always going to be the case. But even three, like, you know, even if that's the case, and, like, you know, they're going to let their conscience is still with a hot rod iron, they're not going to stop teaching, because, you know, that's just one, this is the Most High House's will, and two, like, you know, even if they're doing, like, you know, that they are, like, you know, quote unquote agents, or they are you know, not doing necessarily in truth, man, they're cursed already, man, because what did Jeremiah 48:10 say, or 11? It says, cursed be the man to do the work of the Lord deceitfully, man. So that's neither here nor there. But pretty much, man, rejoice at all times, man. Was the preaching, or, like, you know, persecution, trials, tribulation, highs and lows, man. Yeah, let's get this Philippians 1 verse 16. It says, the one preached Christ of contention, not sincerely, supposing to add affliction to my bonds. Verse 17. But the other love, knowing that I am set for the defense for the gospel. Verse 18. Then notwithstanding every way, whether it's pretense or in truth, Christ is preached. Therein what does he do? Therein do rejoice, yea, and will rejoice. So see, verse 18, let's read it again. What then? Notwithstanding in every way, whether pretense or in truth, Christ is preached. Now, therein do I rejoice and will rejoice. Exactly, man. So Paul even said it, man. Like, as long as the gospel is being preached, man, the testimony, the witness, like, new covenant is being preached, man, I'm still rejoicing, man. Like, you know that gospel, even if it's not, even if it's, like, other bad teachers, because some people, like, depend on, like, you know, the teaching is, man, it might be, it's unintentional and it's intentional, man. But even that, man, you don't worry about all that stuff, man, because a lot of times, especially in the knowledge, man, like, you know, people worry about, like, you know, not just them, but it's how they just go on the camps and things like that nature. One West this, one West that. Listen, I'm not. We can't really focus on that. Listen, that's just is what it is. Because doesn't Proverbs 17 say the liar is going to hearken to lies, man? Or some people just going to listen to those things, like, you know. And I'm not necessarily just saying to them. Even if I'm saying from the aspect of, like, you know, if those that think what those that are opposed to those camps in the One West, even outside of the camps congregation, or a set group of people or party that they don't like, you know, it doesn't matter at the end of the day, because what the Paul say, like, you know, it said, listen, it doesn't even matter, man, as long as Christ's name is getting out there, man, that's just what it is. I'm on my business, and, like, you know, focus on the ones that do want to hear, like, build up in the faith, and like, you know, worship Him sincerely and truth, want the gospel, witness testimony to our faith and in the Father and our God be increased, man. So this is what it is, man. So, and yeah, so it doesn't even, like, matter, man, because you know, yeah. Now, be honest, man, do we touch on that here and there? Like, honestly, what, like, you know, do we on this side, do we touch on, like, stuff like that here and there? Like, yeah, like, touch, like, you know, it's not in response to somebody's in person, like directly towards somebody, but sometimes I might hear something like this person, and I might like, and we might say like, oh, okay, this is not really the case and things of that nature. But that's why we talk about the revised scriptures, because there's most of the stuff that like I said on here or I used to think and things of that nature, and like revise it now like all praise the Most High Yahushua, the gospel witness and testimonies like being more revealed slowly within me and the other brothers and sisters, so we can look at it from a different angle. And but anyway, rejoice, man, at all times, man. But Matthew chapter 5 verse 12, man, because it says rejoice and be exceedingly glad, for great is your reward in heaven, for so persecuted they the prophets which were before you. So exactly, man. So he's saying rejoice, man, like even like even doing like the preaching the gospel or preaching of the word, like trials, tribulation, persecution, man. Because man, when the disciples and the apostles, man, and the prophets, man, like a lot of times too, like for the most part, man, like even if they were afraid or they were scared, man, like but they would still had some level of joy or like gladness or thankfulness, because they were worthy of the persecution. That's why I read in Acts, like there's a lot of time they were happy, man, because they were worthy of it, man, to be persecuted and die for the Most High Yahushua's name's sake, or be persecuted, like for the Most High Yahushua's name's sake, man. So that's just is what it is too, man. So man, so that goes into rejoice at all times, man. So it is what it is, man. So so that's really what it is, to rejoice at all times, man. Because even how much more should we, like, especially like during that time, even now, like Mark 4 goes into that persecution now, when persecuted for words, like not just only when the height of Jacob's trouble comes, when the beast comes and son's perdition comes, when you actually persecuted for like the gospel witness sakes, man. But but even now, like, rejoice when you persecuted, like, because then your house, I say, blessed with men who don't keep company with you and things of that nature, or if it's all for the word's sake, then it is what it is. So man, because that's just is what it is, man. So even the Maccabees, I forgot the persecution that's just the balance of the law and testimony. But man, rejoice, man, at all times, man. Like, let's get Psalm 62 and 8 close out, because I gotta go. Psalm 62 verse 8, it says, I trust in him at all times. Ye people, pour out your heart before him. Yahweh is a refuge for us. Selah. So man. Just rejoice in him in all times, man. And like, man. So hopefully it's edifying, man. Much love to y'all brothers and sisters. So peace.